welcome to Yoga with Claude. My name is Claudia, and today we are just going to do a Vinyasa flow. We're going to flow with the breath, connect to our mind and our body, and hopefully just feel really great afterwards. So start in a comfortable seat here. You can place your hands on top of your knees, or maybe bring one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. Close the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale it out. Let's do another deep breath in. Exhale. And one more time. Deep, deep breath. Sigh it out. Find your normal breath pattern for a few moments. Just beginning to tune into the body here, tune into this present moment. Do a quick scan from head to toe. Notice how it feels to be in your body in this moment. Notice if you are gripping or clenching anywhere. Can you soften the eyes? Drop your shoulders down and away from the ears. Let's take another deep, filling breath in. Fill the lungs with air. Exhale, let it go. Release your hands. Open the eyes. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky here. Gaze over your fingertips. Exhale to twist over to the right. Bring your left hand on top of your right knee. Gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale to straighten through the spine a little bit more. Exhale. Let's take another deep breath in here. And exhale, come back through center. Reach your fingertips up high to the sky. Exhale, twist over towards the left, gaze over left shoulder. Deep breath in here. Deep breath out. One more inhale. Exhale, come back through center. Reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, right hand comes to the mat. Left arm reaches up and overhead, side body stretch. Reach and lengthen through the left arm. Roll your left shoulder back. Chest faces up towards the ceiling. Another deep breath in here. Exhale, float it to the other side. Plant your left hand. Right arm reaches up and overhead. Reach and lengthen through your right arm. Roll your right shoulder up and back, gazing up towards the ceiling. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, come back through your seat. Place your hands behind you here. Bring your feet to the mat and just windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Just knocking them side to side here, loosening up through the hips. And then cross the legs here, roll over your legs. Make your way to a tabletop position, bringing your knees underneath your hips, wrists underneath shoulders, and just flip your hands here. Bring your fingertips to face towards your knees. Stretch out through the forearms and the wrists, applying some gentle pressure, maybe rocking back and forth. And then flip your hands so the back side of your hands is pressing into the mat. Fingertips facing towards the knees still. And then bring your hands back to a regular position. Cat-cow flow here. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale to curl the spine, tuck chin to chest. Again, inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. Exhale, curl the spine. Take this a few times, following your own breath, beginning to Loosen up through the spine, finding that flow. Maybe you take it in circles, incorporating the hips and the neck and the head. Maybe you take it in a wave kind of motion here. And then find your way back to a tabletop. We're going to take spinal waves. On your inhale, ripple your spine forwards, drop the hips, gaze up, upward facing dog. Exhale to press the hips back, child's pose. Flowing with the breath here, inhale, you roll forwards. Head is last to rise here. Exhale, press it back. Beautiful. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale to come forwards. Exhale, roll it back. One more time, inhale. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Exhale, press back to your child's pose. Let your hips sink down to the mat. Crawl your hands forwards. Forehead can come and rest on the mat. Take a deep breath in. Fill the lungs with air. Deep breath out. Crawl your hands over to the right side of your mat. Place left hand on top of right. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then crawl your hands over towards the left side. Right hand comes on top of left. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Come back through center. Hands reach out in front of you. One more filling breath into your child's pose. Exhale to come back through tabletop, knees underneath your hips here. Curl your toes and lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So beginning to just find your downward dog here, pedal out the legs. Noticing where you're feeling any stiffness in the lower body, maybe swaying the hips side to side. And then find stillness in your downward dog, lifting the hips up and back, straighten through the spine, pressing the chest towards the tops of the thighs. Heels are sinking down towards the mat. Let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale to bend the knees, gaze forwards towards the top of your mat. Exhale, take a few steps to find your forward fold. Let yourself hang here. You can grab opposite elbows, just sway side to side. And then next inhale, bring your hands to your shins, find a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach back up towards the sky. Grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hand and lean over towards the right, pulling your left arm over to the right side. You can even bend your left knee here and knock your hips over to the right, kind of making a C shape with the body. Stretching all along through the left side. Deep breath in. And then we'll take it to the other side. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Lean over towards the left side. You can bend the right knee, make a C shape here. Stretch through the right side. One more deep breath in. Exhale, both hands reach up towards the ceiling here. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plant the hands, step back to a high plank, hold here. Tighten through the core, maybe pedal out the feet as you find your your foundation here, pressing down strong through the hands. Making sure your hips aren't lifted up too high, squeezing the glutes to lower the hips down. We'll hold for one more breath in. Exhale, begin to rock forward and lower your body down to the mat, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a nice deep breath in here. And a deep breath out. Inhale to roll your spine forwards, find that high plank. Exhale to roll yourself back to a downward dog, finding our spinal waves. Inhale, head is last to rise. Exhale, downward dog. We'll just take this one more time. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful. On your next inhale, reach your right leg up high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale to bend your right knee and stack your right hip over left. Take a deep breath in, opening up that hip. Sorry about the honking. One more inhale, straighten out that right leg, square up the hips. Exhale to step your right foot to the outside of your hands, drop your left knee, lizard lunge. Let your right knee fall out to the right side. You can come onto the side of your right foot. Maybe you stay up on the hands, or you can come down onto the forearms here. Opening up through that right hip. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale to come back up onto the hands. Curl your left toes, lift your left leg. We're going to transition to an extended side angle. So pivot your left foot, plant your right hand on the mat, and reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Using your right arm to press your right knee out to the side, finding that hip stretch. You can keep your left arm up towards the ceiling, or you can also reach it up and overhead towards the wall in front of you to create length. Rolling your left shoulder up and back, shining through the heart. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, plant both hands on the mat. Step back to a high plank. Inhale to rock it forwards. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forwards. Exhale, find your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Place your hands over your heart, close the eyes. Take a deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Tune back into your body. Inhale. Exhale. Open eyes. Inhale, arms reach back up to the sky here. Exhale to dive it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plant the hands, step back to your high plank. Chaturanga here. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spinal waves here. Inhale to ripple the spine forwards, dropping the hips, finding your high plank. Exhale to press the hips back. Head drops downward facing dog. Inhale to ripple it forwards. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Nice work. Inhale, left leg reaches up to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend your left knee, stack left hip over right. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale. Inhale to re-straighten that left leg, square up the hips. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your hands and drop your right knee, lizard lunge. Finding whatever works for you on this side. Maybe you stay up on the hands or come down to the forearms, letting your left knee fall out to the side. Take one more deep breath in here. Exhale to come up onto your hands. Curl your right toes, lift your right leg. Preparing for our side angle. Pivot that right foot, plant your left hand, reach your right arm up towards the ceiling. Pressing your left knee out with your left arm, finding that opening through the hip. Right arm can reach up towards the ceiling or towards the wall in front of you. Rolling your right shoulder up and back. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat. Step back, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to bend the knees, gaze forwards. Exhale, make your way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing. Reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Ground into your left foot. Pull your right knee into your chest. Find your balance. Engage the core here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to kick your right leg back. Find your warrior three. Hinging at the hips here, body becomes parallel to the mat. Hands can stay in prayer position. You can float them behind you, or you can also float them in front of you. Making sure you're keeping that right hip squared with the left. It tends to want to kind of lift up, so just actively draw that right hip down. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, step your right foot back. Find your high lunge. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, settle the hips down here. Take a deep breath in, finding the power in this pose. Exhale. Inhale again. Exhale to straighten the legs, hinge at the hips. Drop your hands down to the mat, pyramid pose. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, fold, letting your forehead draw towards your left shin. Stretching through that left hamstring. Let's take one more inhale. Exhale. Rebend your left knee. Arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, settle back down. High lunge. Breath in here. Exhale, pivot your right foot, open out the arms, gaze over your left fingertips, warrior two. Inhale, lean forward, flip that left palm. Exhale, peaceful warrior, reach your left arm up and overhead. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, side angle. Elbow can come to the knee, or your left hand can come down to the mat like before. Maybe this time you work towards a bind or a half bind. You can bring your right hand to rest behind the low back. If you're working towards that full bind, reaching your left arm under your left leg, reaching to interlace your hands behind your back. Making sure you're staying lifted in the upper body, right shoulders rolled up towards the ceiling, gaze lips here. Strong bend in the left leg. Let's take one more breath in. Exhale to release, press your way back up to warrior two, and straighten that left leg. Inhale, lean forward, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse triangle. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Deep breath in here. Exhale, triangle pose, hips press over to the right, lean forwards. And then drop your left hand down to the mat. Reach your right arm up towards the sky, gazing over right fingertips. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale, we're coming to a wide forward fold. Pivot your left toes. Both toes are facing forwards and slightly inwards, folding over your wide legs here. Let your forehead draw down towards the mat. And then grab a hold of your left ankle with your right hand. Reach your left hand up to the sky for a twist. Deep breath in here. Exhale, we'll bring it to the other side. Grab a hold of your left ankle with your right ankle with your left hand. Reach up to your right, to the ceiling. I'm getting yoga brain, I'm sorry. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale, come back through center. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet in slightly. Bend at the knees here, so you're kind of in a squat. Hands to the hips and press yourself up, pressing up with the legs, not rising up with the back. And then step to the front of your mat. We're going to do that on the other side. So this time we are grounding into our right foot. Pull your left knee into your chest. Hands come to a prayer position, rooting down through all four corners of the right leg here. And then begin to find your warrior three, hinging at the hips, extending your left leg back out behind you, bodies parallel to the mat. Hands can stay in prayer, or maybe they float behind you, or maybe they float out in front of you. Finding your balance point, steadying the breath here. Let's take another deep breath in. Exhale, step your left leg back. Find your high lunge, arms reach up and overhead. Exhale to sink the hips down, settle into your pose. Shoulders are rolled down and back. Finding your nice strong bend in the right knee here, nice work. Come back to the breath. Let's take another inhale here. Exhale to hinge at the hips as you straighten the right leg, and then drop your hands down to the mat, pyramid pose. Letting your upper body fold over top of the right leg, drawing your forehead towards the right shin. Finding a nice stretch through that right hamstring. Take another deep breath in. Exhale to rebend that right knee. Arms reach up high, high lunge. Find a deep breath in. Exhale. Feel the power. One more inhale here. Exhale, open up into your warrior two. Gaze over the right fingertips. Inhale to lean forward, flip the right palm. Exhale, take your peaceful warrior. Deep breath in here. Exhale, side angle. Right elbow can come to the knee, or you can bring your right hand down to the mat. Option to take whatever variation you'd like here. If you're working towards that bind, bring your left hand to rest behind the low back. And then you can work towards reaching underneath your right leg with your right hand to grab a hold of your left hand. Keeping an active lift in the upper body, left shoulder rolled up and back. We'll take one more deep breath in here. Exhale to release the pose. Come back through your warrior two, and then straighten your right leg. Inhale, lean forward, flip the right palm. Exhale, reverse triangle. Right hand reaches up and overhead. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, lift back up. Triangle pose. Push your hips over to the left, lean forwards, and drop your right hand down to the mat, gazing over those left fingertips. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale, lower your left hand, find your wide-legged forward fold, toes both turn inwards here. Fold yourself down. See if you can fold a little deeper this time. You can crawl your hands back behind you to sort of draw your forehead towards the mat. You can also grab a hold of your feet or even your toes here, your big toes, to pull yourself in. Softening the breath here. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, come up to a halfway lift. Heel toe your feet in slightly wider than hip width distance apart with your toes facing outwards. And sink the hips down to find your Malasana yogi squat. Hands can come to a prayer position here. Let the elbows press the knees outwards. Maybe close the eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, open the eyes. Make your way down to a seat. Extend your legs out in front of you here. On your inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale to fold over the legs, finding a seated forward fold as far as feels good for you here. Letting your forehead draw towards the tops of the shins. Take another deep breath in. Exhale to come back up. We're going to find a fish pose now. So plant your hands back behind you. Scoot yourself a little bit forwards. You're going to bring your forearms down to the mat so your fingertips come just underneath your bum here. You're just going to lean your head back, opening through the throat. Take another deep breath in here. Begin to gently lift your head up. Bring your elbows out of the way. Lay down fully. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And then find happy baby. Grab the outer soles of your feet. Pull your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And then bring both feet down to the mat. Knock your knees from side to side, finding your windshield wipers. And then extend your legs out fully here. Finding our Shavasana. Close the eyes, come back to the breath. Bring your awareness back into the body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Reach your arms up and overhead for a full stretch. Curl your knees into your chest and rock yourself up to a seat. Find your seated position just like how we started class here. Hands can come to your heart center. Scanning your body one last time from head to toe. Notice how you're feeling. Notice how it feels to be in your body in this moment. Maybe there's a little bit more openness, a feeling of peacefulness. And know that you can bring this energy with you throughout the rest of your day. And it's always there for you when you need it. Let's take another deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I wish you love and light and a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.